because I did not wedge it very well when I was starting out on tour, nor in college, but I've learned a lot from Chris, and we're going to be explaining that here shortly, and you get to see a little bit of an insight into my short game. All you're doing is going harder in those moments. So today we're going to be given a little bit of an explanation slash short game lesson. Now I know you guys know that I'm not the best wedger in the world, not like Phil, but I do hit some pretty good wedge shots. I am getting a lot better, and I've figured out a lot with Chris Como and Ziegler on how to execute certain shots, different shots, and just stock shots. I'm actually really good at the difficult shots, not great at the easy shots or the straightforward shots. So today I wanted to show you and explain to you a little bit, give you a little insight into my short game and what I do with, yes, one length clubs. All right, let's go. We're gonna wedge a little bit now. I kind of warm up a little bit. Hogan's gonna be my caddy for the day. What I like to do when I'm practicing my wedging is start off with little miniature chips. Just getting comfortable with my radius control. But radius control is pretty much everything in wedging. And using the bounce and having like proper closure through impact. Those three things. I think it was three. So start here. Oh, club's not clean. He's already fired. Tip shot. So what I mainly try and do is keep this left arm straight, and then try and move my body to where I'm picking the ground, picking the ball. Just like you're taking a broom and just sweeping. It's kind of the same thing for me. That's how I feel like I'm hitting a chip shot. Oh.
You literally just tricked me.
A lot of problems you see with most golfers, they're using their wrists a lot. They're throwing it back and trying to chip it. So what I've done is just left arm straight, control head height, and feel like I hit almost a little bit of a draw when I'm hitting chip shots. For whatever reason, when I try and hit cuts, I go down after it more. Can produce more spin, that is a shot, but I like mainly picking it and rolling it, kind of like that. After I start chipping and getting my levels all good, making sure I'm comfortable, feeling like I'm, ooh, they go in?
Clicked.
Clicked. You want to feel like you're more on the left-hand side where you're hitting more down on top of it. So you feel like you're on top of it, pushing it through the ground. So from that, I'll then start to open the face a little bit, maybe hit a couple cut shots. All right, come outside in, gonna be a little steep, gonna cut it, come back around to the right, and then I'll start opening the face. The key with a flop shot is not losing that face loft control. And when you're hitting a shot and you have the face open, you don't wanna open it even more. When you open it even more, it comes out dead. But when you open the face and you feel like you're closing it through impact, it has height, has spin, and it comes out in the right direction. As you can see, this is more of my square shot. I even close the face a little bit and try and hook it. This is a little closed, stance is a little to the right, and I'm all just trying to draw it in there. I'm just trying to draw that ball in there. I'll hit a little bump and run, so you can see a bump and run where it lands and where it rolls out to, right? About pin high. I can go square shot, which lands just a little bit further and rolls out pretty much the same place. And I get a flop shot. I'll hit a super high flop shot. It lands pretty much right there and stops right next to it as well. So those are three shots that I usually hit. They're very stock, and you got to get good with those because you got to be able to hit any shot and every shot. Those three will take care of pretty much every single shot on the golf course. So now you go into the rough, right? And you have three types of lies. So you can see this lie. See how bad it is, how deep it is. It's almost to the ground. This is a good lie, and then that's a medium lie. All three shots require different types of motions through impact. The good lie is pretty simple. It's almost gonna be like a fairway shot, but I usually choke down on it just a little bit. The ground is here, ball height's about here. So I have to shorten the club, so I choke down on it about that much. And then from there, I'm just holding it and hovering it, and I try and pretty much pick it off of the ground. Ooh, almost done. So this second shot, medium lie, I open the face a little bit. I always check how much grass is behind the ball when I'm kind of setting it behind the ball. I always check to see how big that clump is. Based on how much practice I've had, I know how much harder to hit it to get it out of that lie. So I believe, being this much, open it, kind of sense the energy that I need to give it, and I let it come out and hopefully go in. Oh, almost. But I make sure I open the face so that it doesn't come out too hot, because there are times where that ball will jump off the face and knuckle and run way past the hole. So I loft up to make sure that when it does come out hot, it just goes higher and not farther. Secret of the pros, I guess you could say. This is a very difficult shot. A lot of people don't know how to hit it. They usually just chunk and fumble it out. What you gotta do is get that heel into the ground. See how much more I've put the club down. So I'm trying to get that heel in there to dig it out, just like that, okay? But I'm pretty much almost chunking it to get out and roll it, just like that. So you wanna feel like you're almost playing a bunker shot out of those bad lies. Keep trying, keep changing the face angle, keep changing the hand angle, keep changing everything to make sure that you're giving yourself the best opportunity to get it up and down. So in the bunker, I'm going with a stock standard lie right now. Mario Clemens gave me some of the best bunker lessons of my life. Josh Gregory did too, he helped out quite a bit. But essentially what I do is I dig my feet in, pretty square, maybe just a fraction open to the target line, so maybe a couple degrees left of the target. I get the heel down on the ground, just like I was talking about with that deep rough lie. Get that heel a little bit more into the ground, open the face, and I'm always feeling like I'm hinging the wrist and hitting more of a cut shot out. And I'm hitting about 2-3 inches behind the ball. Yeah, not too bad. So again, you want to feel like you're using, as you can see, look how much of the bounce I'm using. I'm using that heel to get in so you can see a big cluster of sand right here, and then still catches that back flange, which allows the club to go in, plane out, and skip through the sand a little bit easier with an open face. So it's almost like you're in a flop shot. And you can see the mark, it's super close to the hosel. That's why sometimes pros hit shanks. I'm not afraid to say it, so don't freak out when I say it. And it just goes across heel to toe. Those are the marks you want out of the sand. If you can do that and you're hitting the heel and then kind of planing it out and open the face, that's just gonna get that ball up with a lot of spin. There's the shank. I did it on purpose, but I wanted to show you guys how close that is to hitting the hosel. This is actually very informational. I did this kind of on purpose. So you see that mark there, that is what a shank is. And that's just because I'm hitting it so close to there. Now what you can do is flatten it out, so get the toe a little more down so I can hit it more over here. So I'll show you that right now. So watch the difference. So I'm here in the hosel, but I open the face and I kind of go up on it and I hit more on the toe. Look at that mark. Look how far out I hit it. A different result, but you can see I hit it all the way out here. So this is where it's really good in the bunkers to get a good understanding of where you're hitting it on the face and how to hit it. So next I'm gonna hit it right in the middle. If you can try and hit it on certain parts of the face in the bunker, it's just gonna be way better at controlling the strike. There we go. See how high that came out? So you can see the first one was over here. The next one was a little more here. Still didn't hit the toe or the middle of the face, but a little closer to that. So that's always what I'm working on, just trying to control where I'm hitting it on the face to create different trajectories. That's just opening the face more. Woo, that was a good shot. Opening the face more, and you can see the mark. It was right in the middle this time. Hit a really good shot. See how it moved right up the middle of the face, heel to toe. This is an uphill bunker shot. This is where most people try and hit it harder. And you don't necessarily need to do that. All you need to do is level yourself with the slope. So most people are just standing here and they just try and hit into it, you know, and they chunk it, and it's super difficult to get out, whatever, right? Well, that's because you're obviously going into upslope. You have to tilt yourself to be in line with that bunker. To the ground, you can act like you're just hitting a normal bunker shot. It comes out high, so you're square, open it up, boom, pops it up. No short. Plugs that are into, these are actually on the upslope, very easy to hit out. Most people are like, oh, it's plugged, it's super difficult. Well, actually, it's not. And the reason why is because most people try and hit it too hard, you produce too much speed, and the ball's not gonna spin out of this. So it's gonna project out and it's gonna run forever. I like to put the heel in so it's going underneath, but it's almost like a small little chip shot. So like this, there's not much behind it, so I don't have to hit it as hard. It's just a little chip shot and it'll roll out quite nicely. See how little effort I gave that. People try and hit it too hard when it's plugged lies. Take a softer route and just feel like you're getting that heel into the ground so the club can go underneath the ball. Another big part of this too is like I want you guys to keep commenting on what you want to see out of me, because this is what helps support the channel and keep the channel going. I mean, I know what I can do, but I want to hear from you guys what you want to know because it's important.
Isn't this your job?
No, I'm an amateur caddy. Okay, there's a difference.
just a brief quick little hit of my short game and showing y'all what I kind of do with it. It's nothing exciting, but I think some people will love it and find it really interesting. And well, yeah, I hit it really far, but I still have a pretty decent wedge game. Not the best on tour, but certainly good enough to hit shots and control shots out of rough, and good bunker play, good enough. Couple shanks here and there, but you know, you just want to get to a baseline where you're super comfortable with your wedging and you can just expand from that. It's exciting to show you guys, and hopefully you guys learned a little bit. Here's a specialty shot. This is one of the things I want to leave in here. I want to know if you guys know how I hit this shot. This is how you hit a super flop. How do I do that? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think I'm doing. There we go. That was a super flop. All right, if you have a good wedge game, putting, good iron play, but you're great at driving and putting, it works. Works pretty well. Insane. I want to go hit some golf balls. I'm excited actually. So this is what I do. I hit chip shots for a little bit, and then I go hit golf balls. Just making sure everything's all stocked, ready to go, and then I go bomb it.